What's good, everybody? Corbino here, and we are reviewing iZombie. Caitlin and I, a couple months ago, finished watching all 5 seasons on Netflix. I used to watch it. I watched the first season on Netflix, and then, I watched the first 3 seasons. No, the first 2 seasons on Netflix. Then season 3 I watched on the CW app as it came out. Season 4 I started doing that, but then I got behind a few episodes, so I just waited and then never finished season 4. So then I was like, you know what, I'm going to just binge it all the way through now that it's over. And it was a great show. It did have its ups and downs, and for the most part I think it declined in quality, but still it was a great show. Each season had its own contained story arc with still like overarching stories. All the characters you grew to love. They had great villains, just fantastic plots. I love the whole like genealogy, not what's the word I'm looking for, the whole mythology of zombies in this world. Just the secretiveness, the brains, the detective things. I love the recurring characters like Johnny Frost, the medical examiner guy, and the sketch artist. They were hilarious. I love when Liv and Peyton are doing like the dominatrix things. Real funny. When Liv sees Ravi as like someone she wants to be with, which also me and Caitlin sort of shipped them most of the time. I mean, just Chief, Donnie, Scotty, just a lot of great characters going on. And yeah, like I was saying, I think like the first season just was like, oh, this is great. And then season 2 was like, ooh, amazing. And then season 3 through 5 were still damn good, but they did go down in quality just a little bit as the show went on. But yeah, what was it? Was it season 4? That's when she's doing the renegade type thing. I can't think what she was called. But she started like just looking like Rose MacGyver all the time, and I didn't understand why they were doing that for so long, but maybe it was a budgeting thing, maybe it really was for the story. But still, one problem I did have with the show is that Liv had a new love interest every season. The first season, it was obviously Major at the beginning, and then she fell in love with her first zombie boyfriend, Blaine killed him. Season 2 was Drake, my boy. Season 3 was Justin until later. And they all died except for Justin. Well, Justin did die later, but still. Season 4 was Aiden from The Walking Dead, can't think of his name. And then the final season, I don't think she has like a main love interest. I think she just gets back together with Major by the end of it. But still, just so many great storylines, background characters, just cool stuff that goes on in the show, and I highly recommend it. Yeah, just like all shows, there are better seasons than others, declining episodes, where you go through and you're like, man, these episodes are not very, oh, now they're getting amazing again. They have recurring jokes, like the whole, Clive with, I believe, the Lakers it is. You get to see, the running jokes of the sketch artist and his secret love for Liv, the dominatrix type things, Johnny Frost, obviously, just so many things. Ravi with the rats. It's so funny. It's a great detective show at the same time. Like, you get cool mysteries that you're sitting there like, oh, can I figure this out? And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And it's just like, who do you root for? Sometimes you're like, screw you, Peyton, and then other times you're like, Peyton, I love you. Screw you, Clive. Hey, actually, Clive, you're my boy. For the most part, that's Clive. Well, not for the most, like, most of the time you do love Clive. Ravi and Liv, I don't think you ever have that relationship with. But Don E, you got it with Blaine, you got it with Major. You never know. You trust people and then they hurt you, and just, yeah. And I always love to point this out to Caitlin. There's a crime back in season 2, I want to say, that has Oscar from The Office on it. And the daughter was the real murderer of her mother or whatever, and it wasn't like her stepfather or something, or whatever it was. Either way, it didn't end up being Oscar, and the daughter got away with it, and Caitlin was so bothered that she was like the only villain that legit just got away with their crimes and never had to deal with it. And I always love bringing that up, being like, hey, yo, remember that episode of iZombie where the person got away with their crimes? But yeah, iZombie's a great show. One of the videos in this iZombie week will be about iZombie Pops. I hope enough people really do come to love this show, and it becomes sort of a cult classic, and we can get pops or action figures. Like, we only have like 3 or 4 live action figures, and there really isn't merch. This is from a creator at a con. I'll give him a shout out real quick. David M. Bancroft Artwork, dmbillustrations.com. They have really cool little foam cutouts, not cardboard cutouts. But anyways, it's hard to find iZombie merch, and there deserves to be more. I'm gonna be real, this is one of the comics or the shows that did way better than their comic counterpart. But still, I wish more people did watch the show. I wish there was more merch for it. It really was a great show, and I love the theme song. That's the best part about it. Well, not really, but it's still fantastic. But yeah, I mean, I tried to just tell you about how I thought about the show, and because of this whole iZombie week, you'll get a full view in each of the videos that are coming up this week of my love for iZombie, and I'll talk more in depth about each season in one of the videos, the characters. So like, I didn't want to get too into it, but I just wanted to overall say I loved iZombie, and I wish more people did. There should be more merch, more stuff for it. I don't want to say more seasons. I could have maybe one extra season, but I think it went the length it should have went. It didn't drag out too far, and I do appreciate when shows do that. I don't know. I know that a lot of shows like Gotham, Jane the Virgin, iZombie, a lot of shows got like, I don't know if they were just canceled, but they were all just like announced, hey, they're all ending with their 5th season. I don't know, but they did get the plan for it, so that was good. But yeah, iZombie was a great show. Let me know. Watch the rest of these videos this week, and let me know what you guys are thinking about. What you think about iZombie. Are you going to give it a chance now that I talked about it, or are you just like, Corbin, that show was kind of boring, so shut up? I don't know. And until next time. Oh. Yeah, stop now. I'm already there.